is Wednesday, June 2nd, and we have left Nashville, and we're headed to Mossheim, Texas. Oh no, Tennessee. Sorry, Mossheim, Tennessee today. It started to rain last night, continued on most of the day, this morning, until we left, when it got a little bit lighter. We had a great time in Nashville. Had beautiful weather. We actually went downtown on a shuttle bus that was picked us up right in the park. KOA Park was really, really nice. And we went down got dropped off right in front of the Country Music Hall of Fame. And we spent about 3 hours there? At least 3 hours there. It was really nice not to have to drive or worry about, having too many cocktails. We went into Margaritaville, had a really great lunch. Cheeseburger in paradise. And walked around, went into another honky-tonk kind of bar place. So all in all, it was really fun. And
so we were able to mix margaritas, Land Shark beers at Margaritaville, and then Kathy had a really super drink she'll describe in a second at this bar where we were almost on the rooftop. We were on the 3rd floor, and I had a nice whiskey rocks. So I forget what Kathy's drink was, but it contained a lot of cool stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna tell about my drink because I liked it so much, and the bartender, she actually recommended it. It was called a Yeehaw.
Had a good day.
And it had sweet tea vodka, which I've never heard of, coconut rum, peach lemonade, sour, and topped with Sprite. It was delicious. Even Jack thought so. So, took a copy, a photo on my phone of the recipe, so maybe I'll try it out sometime.
We're on the I-40 again. I think this might be our last day on the I-40. I think after this we turn north, headed toward Virginia, and eventually Washington, D.C., and then Philly. It was raining quite hard as we left Nashville. Sheets of rain. It's abated a bit here, and the road is a little drier, and so we're having a better experience. We still have 175 miles until we turn off the I-40, and another maybe 30 miles until we get to our destination. But it's a harvest farm called McMillan Farms, and if it's not too wet when we get there, we'll be able to stay on the farm. If it's too wet, they're going to send us to their actual office, which has a gravel parking lot. So we'll see where we end up spending the night. All right, we're just a couple of miles from Knoxville, Tennessee, on our way to Mossheim and our harvest source location at McMillan Farms. This is the first traffic, and it's not really that bad, but it's the first traffic we have hit since we left Gallup, New Mexico. So we had over 1,000 miles, I think. Pretty clear road, even going through some major cities like Oklahoma City. Just haven't hit any traffic. This is a little slow and go.
Well, we have about 1.6 miles till we transition onto the 81 and say goodbye to highway, interstate, whatever, 40.
Interstate 5. these are bridge connections, where the bridge is connected to the road. Whenever we go over a bridge. And of course, driving a Winnebago Travato 59K is pretty much an earthquake going down the road. So any kind of, here comes a couple more, you'll hear it. Not too bad. Those seams were pretty good. Yeah, that's what those were, those road seams. Oh, we just missed a couple of signs of the historic birthplace of
Take exit 23 on the right to US 11 East North.
President Andrew Johnson is here, plus Davy Crockett Boy Scout Camp. So this is an area that's identified with Davy Crockett as well, who was from Tennessee. So here we are getting off.
In 1/2 mile, turn right on US 11 East North.
You see the sign here.
Oh, here it is.
Boy Scout
Davy
Camp,
Crockett.
Davy Crockett.
Boy Scout Camp.
Yeah.
Davy Crockett
Birthplace at State Park is to the right. So both Davy Crockett and Andrew Johnson were born in this area. Quite amazing. Did not know that. I knew that Davy Crockett was from Tennessee,
Turn
but I
right
didn't
on
know
US 11 East North.
about Andrew Johnson.
East North. That's kind of funny. Well, we are now at another KOA RV park. We were originally supposed to be staying at a Harvest Host McMillan Farm, and that was about 20 minutes from here, down a few dirt roads, and it was pretty hard when we got there. It was just a pile of dirt, pretty much, with a bunch of abandoned trucks and this lady on a little four-wheeler, but she had nothing to offer. There was nothing to do. She didn't want anything, and so it just seemed a little sketchy. And it's supposed to rain. There's some pretty dark clouds over there. Here's Jack. Hey, hello, Jack. There's some pretty dark clouds there, so if it turned into a mud hole, we might have gotten stuck. There were a lot of hills and gullies and stuff there. So anyhow, we're here now, and we really like Harvest Host, or KOAs. We think they're pretty nice. So we're here for the night, and moving on tomorrow to somewhere else. I think somewhere in Virginia.
So it is beautiful and green here. I can tell you why it's so green. An extraordinary amount of consistent rainfall will do that. They don't need sprinklers back here. So this is a little check-in office. When we came in, they put us in A1, the very first spot. So there we are. You can see those dark clouds up above. They've even got cabins up at the end. And this really nice play area for kids and this pool.
June 2nd,